A-Rod has consistently denied using steroids or any performance-enhancing drugs throughout his career. Recently he admitted to using them, but only conceded to using them in a 3-year period, from 2001 to 2003. Performance-enhancing drugs are changing the record books of baseball, and the league is starting to crack down on its usage. Who knows how many of the records in modern baseball are the results of using drugs? Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, and now Alex Rodriguez have all been suspected of using them. It brings such a shame to the game. Tim Donaghy was a referee in the NBA until 2007 when he was dishonorably discharged of his duties for betting and gambling on NBA games. There was an insurmountable amount of evidence to convict him of fixing games. The most memorable, allegedly fixed, game was Game 6 of the 2002 Western Conference Finals with the Lakers playing the Kings. The Lakers shot 18 more free throws in the fourth quarter alone, handing the Kings a defeat that otherwise would have given them a shot at the NBA Finals. Donaghy's shady deals landed him 15 months in federal prison. Lance Armstrong had such a feel-good story, evidently too good to be true. The man who battled back from cancer to win the coveted cycling victory at the Tour de France 7 times in a row. He always denied using illegal substances to enhance his performances, but eventually the truth caught up with him and his reputation is tarnished forever. In 2013 he admitted to cheating, but insisted that he did not use drugs on his comeback tour of 2009 and 2010. At the 2000 Paralympic Games held in Sydney in Australia, the Spanish coach Fernando Martin Vicente fielded a basketball team that had no disabilities to win the gold medal. The team pretended to be mentally disabled, and there were no medical or psychological tests given to the athletes to confirm their supposed handicap. The final team fielded for the games had 2 players with an IQ below 70, per the requirements, but the other 10 simply posed as disabled players. They had fake medical certificates provided for them. Diego Maradona is a legend of the beautiful game, but his antics most certainly weren't beautiful. He is infamously known for his first goal in the 1986 World Cup quarter-final match against England. To score the goal, he lifted his left hand up near his head and slapped the ball into the goal. The referee's angle made it look like a header. Maradona went on to score another goal later in the game, ironically one of the best goals in history, to give Argentina a 2-1 victory. They would go on to win the World Cup. When asked about the goal he said the goal was scored a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. There seems to be no end to the lengths athletes will go to get a leg up or near off of their competition. On June 28, 1997 Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield met with the heavyweight championship at stake. Holyfield had beaten Tyson in their previous fight. This time, a frustrated Tyson bit Holyfield twice, the second time actually biting off part of Holyfield's ear. Tyson was disqualified shortly afterwards when charging Holyfield's corner during. In an ironic twist of fate, Carl Lewis was awarded the gold medal after Ben Johnson tested positive and had his medal stripped. Information has since come out that certain U.S. athletes were allowed to escape bans after testing positive to illegal substances, confirming allegations that the USA was involved in covering up failed tests. Carl Lewis himself has admitted that he was a beneficiary of such cover-ups. Lewis acknowledged that he failed 3 tests during the 1988 U.S. Olympic trials, which should have disqualified him from competing in the infamous race that won him the gold medal by default. Pete Rose is the hit king of Major League Baseball, retiring in 1986 holding a number of Major League and National League records including the record for hits with 4,256. He became the manager of the Reds in 1984-1989. He is most known for the accusation that he bet on games that he was involved in as a manager. This is strictly forbidden in baseball because as a manager you are in a position to make decisions that could affect the outcome of the game. There was an investigation into the allegations, and Pete Rose voluntarily accepted a permanent place on baseball's ineligible list in 1989, giving credibility to the accusations. Being on the ineligible list means that Pete Rose cannot be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He has been trying since 1992 to be reinstated, all to no avail. Danny Almonte. His parents forged his birth certificate to say that he was 2 years older than he was. He was throwing a 70 miles per hour fastball playing in the little leagues as a 12-year-old. He was actually 14. He threw a no-hitter in the Little League World Series. After the forgery by his father was discovered, all of Almonte's records and wins were wiped out. A promising career was now stained by scandal. Brett Hull. Perhaps it's fairer to say that Hull was just a beneficiary of a controversial call, but don't tell that to Buffalo. Buffalo Sabres fans will always remember the 1999 Stanley Cup Final against the Dallas Stars. Brett Hull scored the winning goal, but looking more closely at the replay, Brett Hull's skate was in the crease. The rule stated that a player couldn't score if he took a shot from within the crease. The officials allowed the goal and the Stars won the